What is going on, guys? It has been a minute since I made a video, but I'm actually coming to you from my very messy hotel room in Thailand, specifically in Koh Samui. So, if you've been watching the YouTube, specifically the YouTube self-improvement space, for a couple years, you'll know that there are some influencers like Hamza and Jack Hopkins who have been based here at one time or another, and they've raved about it and said it was beautiful and all this stuff. And now that I've been here for a week, I basically kind of lived the life. Now I can kind of give you the real scoop on what to expect, or at least my opinion on it. Koh Samui is in fact a beautiful island, and I have enjoyed my time here, but my brutally honest opinion is that I do not want to live here at all. Like I said, did I enjoy my time here? Yes, I was able to explore. I was able to do a lot of fun things. Like, there is a lot of nature to explore here. I got to go hike a couple waterfalls. Granted, those are a lot of fun, but I'm not used to hiking in really intense humidity. So that being said, I was like drenched. But it's all good. I still had a good time. I also rented a motorbike and I drove around the island and I met a fair amount of interesting people. At one point, I found a breakfast place owned by a Irish guy, and we shot the shit for a while, while as I was paying and everything, and it was a really fun time. But why wouldn't I want to live here per se? So I'm staying on Chaweng Beach. Chaweng Beach is very touristy, and if you're anything like me, you like traveling, but you try to avoid touristy areas, and specifically commercialized areas. And Chaweng Beach is a beautiful beach, don't get me wrong. I did hang out there once or twice in my week here, but it is a very highly commercialized area, and it's mostly meant for resort stays and stuff like that. There's plenty of resorts and beachside restaurants and all that good stuff. And also the main strip, I think I have some footage that I can include right around now, but it's kind of a dump. You can find some good restaurants and stuff, but there is a lot of convenience stores, 7-Elevens, quick markets, basic necessities type things. Like I said, you can find a good restaurant here and there, but it's kind of chaotic too. And I'm personally I've realized that I've come to enjoy heat more than the cold, which is something I never thought I'd say. But I don't think I can do the humidity here. It's too much. I like dry heat, which means desert. So if I move anywhere, it's gotta be somewhere with either higher temperate climates or freaking desert dry heat. But I don't think I can do the humidity here. And also I found myself, I reached a point where I kind of ran out of things to do, and then and at that point I was starting to think to myself all right, if I lived here, what would my daily life look like? And I didn't really like that picture. Granted, I still had fun here, but there's only so much of the jungle that you can explore, there's a handful of waterfalls, but that's not what I would want to be doing 24/7. And I'm staying in a pretty freaking bougie, well, I don't know how bougie's subjective, but this is my hotel right now. It's kind of a mess, and it's nice. It meets my needs. I could probably live in a place like this, honestly, but yeah. So it's just interesting coming here after watching Hamza and Jack rave about it and say how it was the West is fallen, blah 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 blah. Only, to Hamza's credit, he did backtrack, and now he lives in Scotland, I think. But I think that this island, while it is beautiful and while there are plenty of people that enjoy it, this island is not for me. And coming not only just to Koh Samui, but seeing the rest of Thailand really opened myself up to how important it is. All right, this is gonna transition into a mini life lesson. But basically, I've been consuming so much YouTube content for the last couple of years, to the point where it actually did kind of alter my motivation and my goals and stuff like that. So like the digital nomad dream is something that was kind of sold to me, not just by like Hamza or Jack, but like by other people. And I'm not sure that's what I want to do after all. At least that's kind of what I've been thinking in the back of my head while I've been here. Cause like I'm actually like, I had a great time, but I've truthfully been ready to go home for like a week. I was in Thailand on a group trip where I saw Phuket and Bangkok and Chiang Mai, and I was with a beautiful group of people for that trip, and I had so much fun with them, and I spent New Year's with them and everything. And when they left, at first I thought it was just because, you know, I was ready to go home because they were leaving, and like, you know, I had stayed in Koh Samui because this was the one island that I wanted to experience because of Hamza and Jack being here for so long back when they were here. That being said, you know, a few days in, I did realize, like, even though like I have had fun here, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because being here is a privilege, you know, I made it here and whatever, but I truthfully was ready to go home maybe like a few days in, and I could have gone home. But you know what, that's okay, you know, that's what we learn from life, you know. I don't know if I'm meant for long-term traveling. I definitely enjoy more being able to just fuck off, go and enjoy a trip for up to 3 weeks, and then from there, you know, go home to a normal life, or at least, you know, a business or something that I can work on day to day and make progress on. And that's basically what my life setup is at the moment. So I can't complain. I'm happy with it. This video is supposed to be like me giving you the real deets on how Koh Samui actually is, but then also how important it is to like live life for yourself and not these influencers. Because I feel like I've become so indulged, I don't know if indulged is the right word, but absorbed into this rabbit hole of online influencers, and like it really influenced me. And it's like, I feel like it just kind of detracted from my own genuine like desires and purpose. And Thailand is a place I've wanted to visit for literally years. Like it goes back to an old girlfriend of mine from back in the day was the one who put Thailand on my radar. And then, you know, I kept that in the back of my head after like we ended things and stuff. You know, that's when I found the YouTube travel influencer space, and that's when Thailand really got on my radar. And then actually coming here and seeing what it is versus how influencers paint it, it's wild. It's wild. Not to say that Thailand isn't a beautiful country, not to say I haven't enjoyed myself, but the social media picture of Thailand is not what it actually is. I'll say that. So, if you like this video, if you got some value out of it, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna try to make a like mainland Thailand review. This was supposed to be centered more around Koh Samui. Although what I just said about Thailand applies to Koh Samui specifically, you know, it could also apply to the rest of Thailand. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you agree or if you had any kind of like similar experience. I don't know when this video is gonna go up because I literally have like a day's worth of flights ahead of me. I'm gonna go see some temple in the north of the island before I leave. I'm gonna finish my coffee before I do that because I am a basic white bitch. Look at this shit. And yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I'll catch you on the next one.